Hey guys, what's up? It's Dion here, back again with a new unboxing. Today we have the Arkfey. Now, if you don't know what this is, well, honestly, it might be a knockoff of the Key Smart key system. I mean, those are like $20 to $40 to $50, and I've heard that for the price, it just, for a key holder, it doesn't really make that much sense. And not only that, but also the materials actually, it's not very well made. The build quality is pretty poor. So I wanted to check out this brand. This was on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below next to that like button. And yeah, it looked really nice. It's supposedly all carbon fiber, which is really cool. And there weren't too many reviews on it, so I think it's a fairly new product. So let's just get on with the unboxing and see what it's all about. So yeah, the box is pretty just a standard cardboard box. It's, I mean, nothing too crazy. It's got silver embossing, and then there's also like a material type of finish on it. And they say thank you. Oh, and they also have like a thank you thing, and if you leave a review, we are pretty sure you will love your new key holder. In addition to it, I thought you would appreciate a gift from us, our leather keychain. All right, so I guess there's a leather keychain in here. So here's a little assembly guide just to help you, you know, get everything going here. And here is the actual product. So this looks like the carabiner. It's got a nice weight to it actually. It feels like metal. I'm pretty sure it's metal. Yeah, it's got to be metal. Yeah, no, that's metal. All right, so that's why there's that heft to it. It feels really nice. These are all the spacers and the extensions that you need for this guy. This just looks like a tool, a multi-tool, bottle opener, screwdriver, wrench type of thing. And then here is the actual key holder itself. Alright, so let's get rid of this for now. Alright, so if we take a quick look, well, it feels really light. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. I really hope it doesn't break. I just got this. But you can see, if you look a little closer, you can see that there's multiple layers. So I'm assuming that, you know, this is like layers of carbon fiber. I'm assuming. But yeah, it feels really light. So, I mean, some people might like that, some people might not. But the reason why I think that lightness would be nice is you're gonna have a lot of metal keys on the actual key holder. So eventually this will get pretty heavy. So if this was made out of metal, which is a very, you know, tough and rugged material, yes, it would last a while, and yes, it would look nice, and yes, you know, it won't deteriorate badly, but it'll be very heavy. And with the addition of this carabiner, I mean, this is really nice feeling, and it's also very heavy too. So if you want to offset it, you know, you could always, this is always there. But we can see that there's little spacers here, so you put the keys in between the spacers. I'm pretty sure this red one is just so it doesn't move around a lot. If you look closely, there's actually a SIM tool in here. And then there's also, looks like another key ring, probably where you hook up this. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on with actually doing this. Let me go grab some keys and I'll be right back. Alright, so I only have 3 keys for now. I think that'll be plenty to demonstrate what this is all about. So, I believe, well, if we take a look at this, well, I just quickly read it. Yeah, so let's just get on with this. So, we have to unscrew this first, and it's nice that they leave the tool out, this tool out, so that we can, you know, just start on doing this really early. You don't have to find a screwdriver or anything like that. And these are pretty easy to take out, nothing too crazy. Okay, so that's one side out. I'll just take all of it out. Yeah, and so just based on what I read, these red ones are just placeholders, so that all these little ones don't move around too much. It's actually nice that they give you extras too. So, you know, there's potential for either if you want a smaller keyring system, or if you want to add even more. I'm gonna guess that you can probably add, maybe just based on the number of spacers, probably a total of 10 keys, maybe more. Not too sure. Okay. One thing I do have to note though is, even though it's carbon fiber, even though, you know, it feels very light and everything, because it's, I guess it's like a machine finish or something, it's kind of sharp. So I don't really like that. If they kind of rounded and smooth out the edges, I think that would really make the feel of this a lot better. And yeah, it's just a little too sharp for my taste, because this is something that I'm going to be using as a daily keyring holder, right? So I'm going to be using this to put the keys in and then turn all the time. And I mean, yes, the sharpness might add some like grip and texture, but I think overall the smoothness, if it was smoothed out, that would be a little better in terms of just the feel of the actual product. All right, so because I only have 3 keys, let's see if they have a smaller, let's take them all out, smaller setting. So as you can see, it looks like they don't. So I believe what each of these are these are like extensions to go on top of this. So then you would screw them on top and then screw the other piece on. So just taking a quick glimpse, it does not seem like there's a smaller setting, which is kind of unbelievable, to be frank. Because what if you only have 3 keys like right now? Then you have just a giant gap of space. So that's a big complaint of mine right now. But, well, since we have the product already, let's try it out with 3 keys. So, according to instructions, you want to have one of these fiber materials in between every point of contact. So here, we want to put one down on each side, and then when we put our key down, you want to make sure that the keys are going in opposite. Okay, that totally failed. Let's try that one more time. I forgot about gravity. But yeah, as I was saying, you want to make sure that the keys interlock like this, that you put the keys in like this, not like this, or else because they are overlapping, they won't fit as nicely. So I think that's a very important thing to consider when doing this. And so yeah, once again, in between every point of contact, you want to have one of these fiber materials. All right. And then since I only have 3 keys, I'll put one of these down. And I'm guessing that since there is all these extra little fiber materials, you can probably stack them up so it forms a tighter seal around the actual keys and everything. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I actually might end up using these red ones since they're bigger. And I'm going to make sure I count so I don't overdo it. Because this has another key on it, I'm going to give this one a little extra. Hopefully it evens out. And I'll be back when this is all done. Alright, so I set it up. It's fairly easy to do. I would say, if anything, there's a little bit of creativity and a little bit of logic when you set this up, because you want to make sure that depending on the number of keys you have and the size of each little accessory or key, you want to make sure there's enough space in between so that the keys kind of fit nicely in between each other. So if you look at how I did it right here, if it would focus please. All right, so you can see that this long accessory, the screwdriver, wrench, bottle opener thing, tool, kind of fits in between these two keys. And you can see that I put like 3 little spacers in between to make sure there is ample room for that. And this allows like, you know, easier movement to take them out and whatnot. And then yeah, I took out the SIM tool because I didn't really need it. I put this little keychain thing in the middle, just because I assumed that it'd be the most balanced if I put it in the middle. You know, I guess a little bit of testing will go a long way to see if that's actually true. And why is this not focusing well? Okay. Let's see what else is there. Yeah, so as you can see, I only use the black washers, but you can also use these red washers if you have a lot of gaps in between. I chose not to use the red one because I think the color of just using the black ones just looks a little nicer. Yes, it gives a nice accent, which is, you know, some people would like that, but I think just for me, from my preferences, I just wanted a clean black aesthetic look. Other than that, it's pretty easy to assemble. You can just use a coin and screw these on. Make sure that when you do screw them on, that you have like a little bit of room on, or you don't have much room on top, so that when you screw it in, it kind of compresses everything and tightens everything, so you get like a nice smooth, like you know, key action going. And I think that's going to go a long way. Only problem with that, and this is a big worry I have, and this is coming from a lot of the reviews that I've heard about too, is these screws, like if this is tight and you're constantly moving this around, eventually these screws will get loose. And if they get loose, then, you know, what could happen? Then this could all just fall apart, right? And then all your keys will just disappear, right? If they're in your pocket, maybe you're lucky. But if you're at, like, I don't know, the bar or something like that, or at work and you don't even realize, or eating at a restaurant and that happens, I mean, you just lose your keys and you won't even realize until you get home, or the car, or whatever it may be. Arkfey, they actually put little rubber washers on the actual screw themselves to help keep more traction and to prevent that loosening effect. But, you know, I think just time will tell. Time will tell, and, you know, we'll see how long it actually lasts. And then I guess the last thing is to put on the carabiner. And okay, well, this is hard to do with one hand, so give me 1 second and voila, it's on. So yeah, this is the actual look. I think it looks pretty nice. If you add like car keys here, you know, that wouldn't look too bad either. Or you can add them here, whatever you want. Yeah, it's a pretty solid look. You don't get that jingle that you have with having a bunch of keys on you all the time. So that's nice. Oh, I forgot to mention, I took out the SIM tool because I don't really have a need for that all the time. Other than that, yeah, I really like this though. You can press this button and it'll actually open it. That's kind of a gimmick. It looks nice, but I mean, I'd rather just press it. That's what I'm used to. But yeah, anyways, I think this is really a nice addition that they give you for free. I don't know what this leather strap they're talking about is. They mentioned the leather keychain here, because this is not leather. So I'm gonna have to contact them and see if there is a free leather keychain that I can have. But yeah, other than that, this is the Arkfey. Once again, I'll leave a link down below. If you have any questions, then I'll try to answer them as best as I can. This is a fairly new product, I believe. So yeah, I'll try to do a update later on to see how this holds up, and the material, the quality, the build quality, and all that. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.